Let's hope we're around the right way now. If you come on, hopefully you can hear me, you can see me, and I'm around the right way. I'll just give everyone a few minutes to come on. As before, when I went on, I was sideways. Okay, let's see if people can connect now. How is everyone? Okay, is that you, Tan? Okay, am I around the right way? I don't know what happened before. Hopefully you can hear me and I'm around the right way. We have got a beautiful bay window card to do today, a little fun fold card. Spot on, Tan. Thanks so much, love. I don't know what happened. It just flipped its way around and then flipped its way around again. So social media, don't we love it? So we're going to do a little bay window Father's Day card today, which is something a little bit different. And I've chosen some different papers which you wouldn't really think that you'd use for Father's Day, but you can use this one in the bay window one. This one comes from the Thoughtful Journey 6x6 Designer Series paper. This one comes from Everyday Skies Designer Series paper. And this one comes from the Timeless Plaid Designer Series paper, and there's a couple of different ones in that. I'll hold them up. Which one do you think? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Starting with, let me go over here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Now it's a bay window fun fold card. So, hi Maureen, how are you? So which one do you think would look great for Father's Day, like in a bay window for a Father's Day card? I sort of think maybe this one or that one. I'm sort of going on 1 or 2. 1, 2, 3. Which one was 3? Was that the plague one? 1. So yeah, I think 1 or 2. Not sure about the 3. Let's try the, what do you reckon? 1 or 2. Give me this one 1, this one 2. Put your numbers up again. 1 or 2. Sorry about that, girls. I'm seeing something different on the back, so what would you like? 1, which is the sky one, or 2, which is the scenery one. I'll keep it more simpler, giving you a choice. 2, please. Who's 2? This one. Well, let's go with this one and see what happens. 2. Thanks, Maureen. Thanks, Susan. I hope you're all good. We have just come back from a fantastic cancer retreat, having quite a few days away relaxing. The girls wouldn't let me do anything. They put a roster up this year, which was quite nice, and I didn't have to do all the cooking or anything this year. I normally love doing that, but thank you to the girls because it was really amazing. So let me come down to my workbench and you hope you got a pen and paper. I'll probably put the measurements over on my blog. I think that might be the easiest place to put them because Facebook is deleting so much. I might put them over there. I'm just trying to see if we can get you in so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. So our first piece of cardstock needs to go something that will be a contrast to this. So I've chosen Mossy Meadow because that went with any of them really. And then you need to have a piece that's 28 centimeters long. Okay, so let's bring this across, and that's 28 centimeters by 10.5. So you'll get 2 of these bay windows out of a sheet of cardstock. Okay, and then you come back onto your paper trimmer. I'm going to come this way, hopefully you can see what I'm doing. And you need to line it up to do some scoring. So you need to line it up at 1 centimetre. So I like to do the one over on that side so that my paper's not hanging off the edge trying to do it on the other side. So we're going to score it at 1 centimetre, and then I'm going to turn that around because we want to continue on this side. So 1 centimetre and then 4.8 centimetres. So 4.8, I've just got to turn this around a little bit. 4, and then you've got 5 is your middle one, and then the next one is 6, 7, 8. So it's 2 under the 5. So we need to score there. And then 9.2, so come across to the 9, and then 2 little marks past the 9 is 2.9. Okay, so do that one. And then we're going to come 13, so come across to the 13. And then we're just going to come across to the 14. Now, our adhesive tape today is, that's come up on our Facebook page for our birthday month, is the Adhesive Sheets. Now, I notice quite a few of you haven't used them before. So they come in a 6x12 pack like this. And on the back of them, you'll see that they've got a line and a line. So when you're cutting it, I wouldn't cut it this way, I'd cut it this way. Okay, so making sure that you cut it down this way, like that. So we're going to put some on our designer series paper. Now with this designer series paper, because it's going to be 10 centimeters down, when you look, you can cut it off here. You're going to cut some of the colour off, which I don't mind that for a man's card. I think we can cut some of the colour off. And then you'll get the trees and that into it. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll cut that bit off. And then we'll turn it around, and we need to have it at 14 centimetres. So work out which side you want to cut that off. I'm going to cut it off this side because we've already got a little bit of a flat tree on this side. So I'm going to go that way. Okay. Then we're going to put our adhesive sheet on here. We're going to put this onto our adhesive sheet. So I need to cut this off at 10. So I'm going to cut it across it. I'm going to come down just a little bit lower. It's 2 under the 10. And then I'm going to turn it around, and we need 14. So I'm going to come 2 under the 14. Just so that it's not sticking outside our cardstock. So this is the side we're going to use. This is the side we're going to put this onto. So when you're putting it on, you can peel this off. This is probably the easiest way because you can peel this off. Okay, so you can come in and line this up. And then you can peel the next one off. And then you can peel the next one off. Now, is this the right way to do it or not? Probably not. Why? It's all right. I'm going to share with you why. But that's okay. I'm going to share with you why. So this is how people would normally put it on. okay, they'll go, oh, this is how I'm going to put it on my paper. I'm just going to grab that one again. Oh, I've got one similar. I'll find another one that's the same if I can. This one here. Okay, so why wouldn't you put it on that way? That would be okay if you're putting it down flat onto a card. Okay, so let me just share what I would do. We'll cut this again. And I want to share this again with you. So we're going to cut this at 10 centimetres. So we take that little bit off. Then we're going to turn it around and we're going to cut it at 14 centimetres. Now this time I'm going to do it a little bit differently. So we've got that, but this time we're going to cut it at 10, 14, I think that's nearly 14. Oh, we'll go just a little bit lower than 14. And we're just going to cut that bit off. Keep that because we're going to need that strip. And then we're going to turn it around and just go under the 10 a little bit because I don't want it hanging over the edge. Now this time, because I'm cutting strips, or if you're cutting strips, I'm going to come and peel this side off first. I know, you've just got to get this bit off. It will come in a minute. Normally doesn't take this much to get off. Well, maybe I can't do it with this one. The old one you could, so I'm not too sure about this new one. Who's got some of our old one? Because it's different. Okay, maybe you can't do it on this one. Oh, okay. I thought we could have taken the back off this side. It would have made it easier for you when you cut your strips. Okay, you can't. So let me show you what the old one looked like, just in case some of you have still got it. Where is it? It's like this. Okay, so this one's a little bit different. You can peel it from either side. This one you can't, to start off with. Okay, so we're just going to go back to using the one that we put this on. I really thought I could have, but that's okay. We're going to do some scoring now. So with our Designer Series pack, that one's got a very big fingerprint. I think it will probably get covered anyhow, but that's okay. So we're going to score. Did I score one already? I'm really having a tough time today. Concentrating. Okay, I don't think I have. Tell me, have I scored? Because I thought I said if I do one, I like to do it over this side. I don't know. Let's do this one. Let's see. Make sure we got it right. 10.5 by 28. Okay, so let's score this side. The first one I like to score this way. So we're going to score this at 1 centimetre. Don't know what I did with the other one, if I did do it. And then we're going to turn it over and we're going to score it at 4.8. So that's 4 and 2 under the 5. 2 little lines under the 5. And then we're going to score at 9.2. So that's 2 past the 9 centimetres we're doing. 2 past the 9. And then we're going to do $13 and 14. I think I've done this wrong. Have I done this wrong? Oh no, I haven't. It's okay. It's okay. So this one's going to be scored back this way like this. Now remember I said hang on to that little piece of strip, because we're going to put this into glue there. So I'm going to cut this very, very small. I'm doing this just to show you in case you haven't got other glues, okay? And you've got this one on hand, you can still use it. Now, a little tip is if you want to use the glue and you don't want that strip that wide, and you're finding hard to hang on to it, just grab yourself a Post-it note. God, Teresa, you've got stuff everywhere. I haven't cleaned or unpacked from retreat. No excuse, Therese. So just line this up. We want that nice little line, so we're just going to put a little bit of sticky. It gives you like a second hand that it will hold it in place for you, so you don't have to try to hold it. I love that idea. So we can move that out of the way now. You can keep that strip for another one. I might grab the thinner one. Okay, we want this in here. So this piece needs to be stuck down. This first 1 centimetre needs to be stuck down in here. So we're going to use this. Now I'm hoping that I've got a split, but I haven't. Okay, you can see why I was hoping we had a split. When I say a split, I mean on the white bit that you peel off. It's got 2 splits on it, and it makes it easier if you can get it on one of those splits. But hey, that's okay. Now my pick tool's not here either, it's still packed. Because we had it, maybe a pair of scissors might do it. We always can compromise, can't we? Okay, let's get this. Now you can use tear tape. You can use other stuff, but I just wanted to share how to use the adhesive tape today. Now I'm just peeling it off and the adhesive's on this side. So we're going to place that over right up on that fold line there and come across. Press it right down. Now I'm going to cut this off. And I'm going to grab my bone folder and make sure that that's really stuck down. And then I'm going to trim this piece off too. Okay. So you can use the adhesive sheet for this sort of gluing as well. It's a little bit more fussier, as you can see. It's not as quick as putting a tear tape down there or anything like that, or your glue. But the good thing about it is that it's very, very sticky. And we're going to fold that down. And then it's going to fold back like that. And it's very, 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 very sticky, so it won't come up. Then we're going to fold a mountain fold, and a mountain fold, and a valley fold. Okay, so we're going to have a mountain fold like this. Okay, so it's going to be like this. Now you can have this stretching across as far or as little as you want. Okay, so we've got our marks on there. Let's get our paper now, our designer series paper, and we're going to cut this to go onto that. And we're going to start off with this side first. Can you see this? I hope so. So we're going to start off, this one here is going to be 0.9. So I'm going to turn it around and do the 0.9 on this side because it's the one under the 1. Okay, so I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to put that aside, and then I'm going to flip it back around. Okay, I'm going to flip this back around and do 3.2. So 3 and then 2 little notches. Okay, so your 3 centimeters and then 1, 2. Okay, you're going to do that one. Who's done a bay window before? I love the bay windows. It's been a while since I've done one. Then you're going to do 4 centimetres. So you're going to bring this up to 4 centimetres. Keep these in order because they're how you're going to put them across. And then you're going to do 2.5 centimetres. Is it 2.5 centimetres? No, you're going to do your, let me just see, we're going to do, yes, we're going to do the 2.5 centimetre. I've missed one. No, we're not. We're going to do, sorry, 3.2. I'm thinking that's too much. We're going to do another 3.2. My brain. Where is it today, Teresa? It's run away. It's been over quiet for the retreat. That's right. We need 2 of them that's same size, and then we've got the 1. Then we need to come back and we need to do another 2.5. That is 2.5. That's right, 2.5. And then you got your 2.5. I got it right. We're right. So you got your 1, your 3.2, or your 0.9, your 3.2, your 4, your 3.2, and then your 2.5. Okay, let's put this down. So our first one goes on that 1 centimetre one there. So we're just going to peel the back off. Coming down just a little bit from the edge gives you a little bit of freedom to move it as well, okay, to pull that off. So this one's going to go right into the edge here. And it has got a little bit of a border at the top and the bottom. Then this one, you can just, because you've got the little bit of designer series paper, you can sort of bend it down and get that lifting up, okay, because you haven't got the strips on this side. So that's why I went a bit smaller. And then this one's going to go in here. Try to line it up to the bottom edge, in between your score lines to your top one. Then you've got your 4. And bring this one in here. Then you've got this one. And this one goes over here. Now you don't want any on this little guy here at the moment. Okay, so like that. And then in here, you want to put this piece in here, but we want to cut the white first to go inside here. So we're going to cut the white. And because you've actually glued this bit here, your insert part's going to be, when you hold it up against your centimetres, it's going to be 12.5 by 10. So your white needs to be 12.5 by 10. So let's just grab a piece here. Is that 12.5? A little bit bigger. And then flip it around, and cut it off at 10. Okay. Now that's going to fit into your inside insert piece here with a border around it that you can write on. So we'll just, you can use the adhesive sheet if you wanted to again, if that's all you've got, or you can just use your liquid glue or your tear tape. But I just wanted to share with you how quick and easy it is to use the sheets, but you do need to just cut them down that little bit smaller to be able to peel them off quicker. Otherwise you're trying to poke at it and get it to go the right way. Okay, so now we've got this little piece here. So this little piece here is 2.5 by 10. So we need to cut a little piece of our green, our mossy meadow. Let's see, we've got some here and we want bigger than that. So I'm just going to grab a piece of mossy meadow. And because that's 2.5, I just want to cut this off at 2. And then I want to cut it off at, is that 10.5? We want to cut it off at 10. Okay. So now we want to have this to make sure that it's matching up to this piece over here. Okay, so this has got to all match up for your bay window. So what we need to do is the piece that's going to the outer side, you need to stick this on. I'm going to cut, because I've got glue on there, I'm going to cut the thicker one, a thicker one to start off with. I'm going to go 2.5. It's just going to make it a little bit more steadier anyhow, so that's okay, just under 2.5 by 10. Okay, because we don't want glue. So once again, we're going to just peel this off. Now this is the same size as the designer series paper. Okay, so because we had the glue on that bit, now we're going to have this bit come in on here, so it will cover that bit there. So I'm just going to put the glue on this bit. You do want it pretty well glued, so that's where the adhesive sheet does come in really good, because it really does cover it. Whoop. Sorry guys, got the bloody shakes today. Oh my God, Teresa. Okay. Now that raised up bit is facing out to the outside edge of your card. Now on this bit here, you're going to add some dimensions. Now you can always use your tear tape down that bit there. You want it to hold pretty firm, okay? And I find that adhesive tape is really good for that, but just cutting that little strip. Okay, 1, 2. So all the ladies that went to the retreat, how are you recovering today? That was a massive big 3 days that we had. Fantastic though, loved it. Loved what everyone did and shared. Absolutely fantastic. So I do want a few here because I want this to sit up, because we've got a slide. And I want that there so when the slide comes through, it only goes to that. I'll show you what I mean when we get it there. When we get it on there. Okay, so this has got to go on this side here. So you're going to put it right in. Pick it up, Teresa. That was just a little bit crooked at the top there. You do have to be really mindful when, you do have to be a bit mindful, because you do want it to cover That's it. So you've still got that border around it, okay? And then this is going to go into here. And that gives you your bay window. I'll just get the fold my folds nice and fold. Fold my folds nicely folded. Okay. That's better. So you can sort of see that now goes into a bay window, and it all matches. Oh, yes, it all matches right across. I didn't change it. So it all matches right across. It looks really lovely. Then you want to cut out a piece of green, roughly about, I don't know, 6 centimetres. No, I think we might go 5 by 4.5. Let's go 5 by 4.5. Because we want to stamp out some words. 5. I need a new blade. By 4.5. Who needs a new blade? I think it got overworked. And then we want a piece of white. So if I've got a bit of white here, that might do this. So we want 4. Oh, that's not too bad. 4 by 4.5. You can use a lot of your scraps up for this. Okay. And then I've chosen, so glad you're my dad. Happy Father's Day. Out of the Gone Fishing set, it's got some good Father's one. And you could use any of these. You just have to cut it up to the size. And I'm going to use my Mossy Meadow green ink. And come down and stamp that in. Yep, perfect size, I think. Yep. So glad you're my dad. You can stick this on here. How's everyone going today? Tell me in the comments, what have you been up to? I've been unpacking some stuff, but I haven't got it all unpacked yet. Had to do my cutter first because I needed it. Then I had to find the Mossy Meadow ink because I needed that. Sorry, excuse me, I got hay fever. Okay, so now we're going to put a couple of dimensions. Now, do be careful when you put these on, because you only want to put a couple of dimensions in the middle. You don't want to put them to the side because you want the window to still pop up. Okay, so you can pull that out for it to come down while you line it up. And I like to line it up on the designer series paper edge to edge and come down a little bit. So it sort of fits in between those designer series spot. And then it just pops up in like this. And you can put Happy Father's Day on the inside. Little bay window. It's really cute. You're at work, are you, Caroline? So I liked your pick. It looks fantastic. I love, like, Dad's Love Gardens. It's got some water in there. Now, if you went with something like this one, you could add fishes and if he's a fisherman. If he's a farmer, you might want to add the tractor or something on the top. It is a great day for cards. I agree, Susan. Is it raining up there, is it? A bit cold. I still can't work out how to flip my camera. I hate it because you used to have this beautiful little wand, but they don't have it there anymore. So anyhow, So I hope you enjoyed our bay window card. I'll probably put the instructions over. I'm going to try to start putting the instructions over. Thank you. It does look amazing. I love it. And then you can just write on the inside. Okay, that just slides in under there. Just remember you've got to make that little raise up bit on this side too, you know. It's got to, so it looks like it all matches. It looks amazing. I love it, but it sits like that, like a bay window. So thank you for joining me today. I really hope you enjoyed. You're welcome, Susan. I'm happy to share. It's one I used to do a long time ago. I used to do a lot. And then, yeah, you stop doing them. It's really effective. And I thought Father's Day is coming up. I need to do a Father's Day card. I need to do a fun fold card. And I need to show you how to use the adhesive sheets because that's our little thing. So, and I wonder who our winner will be. Oh, I'll have to go and check it later and see who's been making comments on there and do a draw. So thank you so much for joining me in my birthday month. We're still celebrating. It's been a long month. Hi, Glenda. How are you? Good to see you on. And it does look really effective. I mean, it's a really beautiful way of doing a card. And it just stands out a little bit. It's a little bit more than, but what I do love about it is it folds down and goes in an envelope. Okay? And I would put a little message on this side bit, tuck me under the inside design. Okay, so that they tuck it under. Because they might not know what to do if they don't know much about crafting. So I would put a little message on there, either on a sticky note or you can just write it on the side of the green there. Just tuck me under the inside pattern so that you know that it's going like that. How beautiful is that? I just love it. Thank you so much for joining me all, and I will see you all, I'm not quite sure. I'll put it up. I've got to go to doctors again tomorrow. More tests done tomorrow. I'm going to swallow one of those pill camps. Has anyone done that? Anyhow, I'll let you know how I go. God bless you all, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now.